Hello, I'm 250 miles away from the Tasty Classics workshop, a 5-hour drive. I'm in Norfolk, and sitting next to me here is a car that's been off the road since 1992, 37 years, 38 years, very long time. Fortunately, it's not been outside here on the grass for all that time. It's been parked in a barn over there, and then 2 years ago it was dragged out of that barn and parked there. And to avoid it deteriorating any further, the gentleman that owned it phoned me and said, Ben, can you come down and take this car off my hands because it needs a good home. So I'm here today and I'm going to try to get this thing back up and running and driving because I need to get home, and that at the moment is my only way. I got dropped off here with all my tools, and yeah, I've got no other choice. I need to get this thing on the road. Bit of a difficult task though, so I've had to call in a reinforcement.
I genuinely don't know what you think I'm going to add to this or how you think me being here is going to make this go any smoother.
It's an Audi.
It is an Audi.
Yeah. Like, do you know anything about Audis?
I know that I swore never to buy another one.
I swore never to buy a car that parks on grass anymore.
Yeah, probably not too bad. But this was parked up in a barn though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So kind of hoping that that's the saving grace for this car. It hasn't always been sat here like this. And I did have a little sneak peek underneath the cover.
Go on, let's have a look.
Have a look. And I can see a fair amount there of solid metal.
That sill is still a sill.
It's still a sill. The most orange thing in shot is probably our hair. Our facial hair, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's nice. That tyre's not too shabby either, is it? I mean, that tyre, yeah, could be worse.
This one's looking a little bit worse for wear, but...
Has it got air in it?
It's got air in it, mate. It's not
too
bad.
That's half the battle, essentially, isn't it? You know? If we can make it to a tyre shop or something, oh yeah, we've got to get it running first.
That's a Pirelli. Not that that means anything.
So the guy that pulled this thing here, he only towed it with the tractor sat over there. There's horseflies everywhere as well. We're getting really it eaten live. That's why we're both in jeans, and it's like 28 degrees today, but we're both in jeans because our legs were getting torn to shreds by horseflies. But yeah, the guy that pulled it here, he said it hasn't ran. He didn't drive it from the barn to here. It hasn't ran in all that time. I don't know if the engine's seized. Why do I never check that? Do you ever check that?
What, beforehand?
Yeah.
No.
No, me
I don't want to know.
No, me neither. It sort of spoils it, I think, doesn't it?
Just jump in,
Yeah. And I don't think engines seize on Audis, do they? Why did I say that? Should we get the cover off it?
Let's.
God, look at the size of that one, man. That's huge.
Jesus Christ.
That is going to come for your flesh, that. It's quite tightly on there, isn't it? So I'm sort of hoping.
Did you say this has been here 38 years?
Well, it's not been here. Is it? What's 1992?
I'm questioning your maths.
2025, so it's 25, 30, 33 years. What did I say?
I think you said 38.
Right, it's 33 years this has been parked here. Is that right? No?
I don't know now.
Yeah, it is, 33 years. Well, it hasn't been parked here for 33 years, but it's been off the road for 33 years. But it's been parked in a barn, and we all know that that means it'll be completely fine.
Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Oh, what is that? Just came out from underneath.
What? What came out from underneath?
I don't know, there's some kind of mad insect.
There's so many mad... Oh my God, the window's been left open. Oh man, it's rough in there, you know. Oh, good Lord. Did I say I was going to drive this all the way home?
I think you're going to attempt it. I think we're still connected underneath there, mate.
Yeah, hang on, I've got it here. There you go, you'd say that. Right.
Bit of, is that rust or is that something spilled on it? That's rust. I don't know.
No, it's a stain,
It's
isn't
a stain, yeah.
Maybe it's a bit of both.
Yeah, there's a bit of crust, but...
Oh, look at this. Norwich, expiry date, 31st of December, 89.
What's that, UEA?
Yeah, that's the university.
So they worked at the university then? Parking permit.
I thought the window was... I thought the window had been left open. But there's a window in the back. What the hell is that, though? It's missing its head.
Yeah, something's had hold of it.
Is that its head?
I don't know, but look at that. Duo sound Audi design. I like that.
Oh wow, that's very cool. Look at all the spiders there.
You can see all the fur. So the owner or the seller of this car did say, just before we started filming, that the cat, or the cats, had been living in this car. So you can see all the fur on it. And
yeah.
I think that's not, and you see all the fur on the back seats. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because the cats would hopefully keep the mice and the rats away.
You'd hope, wouldn't you?
I would hope.
And there is a lot of... Have you got a Hoover with you?
No.
Great, you've got a fly on your neck. Oh my God, this is going to be a nightmare to drive this back. Yeah, look at that. That's the window that is, I think, supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, luckily it is quite warm, so having the window open is just basically a bit of air conditioning.
Yeah, a bit of ventilation. I mean,
that is a cool interior though. That is.
It looks
cool
dead
dash.
clean, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look
Just...
at the double vents on this side. Look.
Oh wow.
I like that. And then you've got like the portrait vents in the middle, if you like.
Oh, they're properly smart. Look at them. Portrait vents. Is that what they're
Well, that's
called?
what I'm calling.
Right, okay.
I see I'm a YouTuber, I only think in terms of landscape and portrait.
Yeah.
Look at those 16x9 vents.
Mate, I'm loving the Blaupunkts as well, have you seen it?
Oh,
if that doesn't work, I'm going to be fuming, because I've got electric windows. Oh man, this thing's an absolute beast, isn't it? That feels like it's attached. Handbrake's been left off, we might stand a chance. I'm going to be eating cat hair all the way home if we can get this thing running.
Yeah, and I think things are going to be eating you as well by the looks of it.
Great.
I am so glad I'm not driving in this with you home. I'm just going to put that out there now.
Yeah.
Has it got an engine?
We should probably have a look, shouldn't we?
It's been smashed rather than
love that.
been replaced.
Well, there is a replacement glass there.
I've just seen something mildly terrifying as well.
Why did you say mildly terrifying?
Because it looks to be that this car has got an aftermarket alarm fitted.
Okay, I'll be fine.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh, whoa, check this out.
Yes.
How cool is that? I might keep that for the old 7 series. When I manually conversion it.
Yeah.
It's got electric windows in the back, man.
You got the keys, which is good.
Yeah.
That's what makes me worried.
That's cool though, isn't it?
Yeah. 89, I was 2 years old.
Yeah, me too. Look at us now. Doing things that we probably did when we were 2 years old. These tyres look absolutely fine. I'm going to put my money on them lasting me to Chester.
They really do look fine as well. They've actually got loads of tread and they don't look... They've got no visible cracks or anything. This one's lost its air. But obviously you can usually see when they're down flat is when you see all the cracks in the sidewalls the most.
Doesn't look too bad,
hasn't got anything on it, no.
We'll see if there's a spare in the boot at some point as well, if I do get a blowout at 80 mile an hour. It's got a sunroof. No expense spared on this particular model. It is the CD, isn't it?
Definitely don't try and open it. It'll be the last thing you ever do.
The bonnet has thankfully been left up for us, which is... Oh, gas struts.
Look, still gas. Do they strut?
No.
No strutting.
Oh, well, there's a minor strutting. Bloody hell, look at all these. They have new fuel pipes. Braided fuel pipes.
Seeing quite a lot of the old mouse poot, which is fantastic. So what is this, a 4-cylinder? No. No, 5-cylinder, of course.
Oh mate, that brake pipe is absolutely toast. Hey, 1, 2,
Yeah,
3, 4, 5.
yeah. The old
2.1 litre.
2.1, 5-cylinder.
Yeah, should be a decent engine, make a nice noise this. Should be alright if it ever runs.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty good. And I think it's the, when these came out, these were the first galvanised body Audis, which is why it might still be solid.
That's going to work right in your favour.
Well, potentially, yeah.
Well, they weren't a load of those older Land Rovers galvanised, and they still ended up
rotted from the bulkhead out, didn't they? Yeah. Okay, anyway, we've got a stick. And we're surrounded by them, but probably none of them.
I'll go on a stick hunting mission.
Right, okay, I'll have a little look at this. Look at this beautiful 5-cylinder engine, and look at these fuel lines. These fuel lines are awesome. The fuel pipes coming into the fuel filter there, and they don't look in bad nick, so fingers crossed. I mean, it'd be amazing if they're the same all the way to the tank. One of the big things I haven't got is like an external tank. I've not got a boat tank or anything, so I really need I need the tank to kind of work. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But that has still got fluid in it, which is your power steering, I think. There's your power steering pump there. It's nice it's got power steering. That's quite cool. What about in here? That is bone dry, man. There's nothing in that at all.
Well, luckily I brought some with me.
Yeah, and I think part of the reason there's nothing in that is because that brake pipe there is completely toast. But weirdly, the other two go into it, the other three go into it are absolutely fine. So if it's just this one brake pipe that we've got to replace, might have the stuff for that.
Good.
With me.
I've just noticed something actually that's standing out to me. I was like, oh, what's so off about this? And it's, of course, that the radiator's there.
Bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just staring. I was like, what's so? I couldn't put my finger on it.
It's dead weird. The engine's so far forward, isn't it? I think that's to make the when they do 4-wheel drive.
It's when they do 4-wheel drive, and they still do it with Audi's. Well, right up till the ones that I've worked on, the mid 2000s ones.
Right.
And it's because of the gearbox they use. They use a proper transaxle style gearbox. So it's
Full of
not.
water. That's amazing.
Nice. It's not like a like the Haldex unit or something like that. You have to line up the gearbox and the axles and the drive shafts.
Yeah, you can see them
to there. So that's why Audis always have that reputation for being so nose heavy.
Because they are.
They literally
aren't
are
they?
nose heavy because you have to get the
engines.
gearbox.
I mean, if you see where the wheel is there.
Yeah, that's the gearbox.
And
back
look at
of
the engine.
Yeah. It was the same with my RS6 that I had, and massive great V8 up front, all in front of the centre line of the wheel.
Hey, bloody hell, that's nice. Where'd you find that?
Oh, over there, I've got a lovely little pile.
Right, let's
I don't know where to.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trust it, but I probably wouldn't do what I'm doing right now.
I probably wouldn't trust anything that we do, so. Oh, wow, check that out in there.
That is clean.
That's brand new. What about this? Oh, I can smell the Vorsprung Dutch technique on that. That is really good. Should we twist the key then? Oh no, what have we got to do? Battery? Where does the batteries go? Up here, I think, don't they? That as well, this being in one piece, well, I know it's got a few cracks, but that being there is pretty amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, that's all your battery cables.
Goes.
Should we try and get rid of this?
Yeah, I think you might have to take the wiper off.
Does it not go past there? Are you joking?
Mate, German engineering.
Yeah, we'll leave that in there, then we'll
go around it.
We'll work around it.
It's clearly what someone else has done, which is why it's all broken like that.
Nice big heater box there. Oh, that massive spider running for his life.
I think this one is flat. I think a couple of them have still got air in them.
Right, okay.
Hang on, let's make sure this is somewhat. Yeah, okay.
Just gonna. That one had 22.5 psi. Incredible. And yeah, it's a bit rough in there, but I can see the disc and stuff. It's got discs on the back,
Is it?
Yeah, man. How crazy is that? Could be handy though for freeing up the brakes, couldn't it? Oh, hello. Oh, what are you going to do with them?
I don't know. I'm going to work that out.
Oh, hello.
An old leather pouch. Nothing in there.
This looks awesome. Hydraulic and servo. Maybe that's brake fluid.
Maybe.
Well, you can use anything.
Genuine Audi VW. Oh, oil for hydraulic system and power assisted steering.
Cool.
Definitely hasn't been left open. And when I say definitely hasn't, what I actually mean is definitely has.
Has it got it? Yeah,
Some in there though, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Fantastic, we'll need that.
I've just found someone's 10mm.
No!
This keeps happening to me.
Oh, mate, do you want to keep that for helping me with this?
Yeah.
You can have that, mate. That's yours.
Thank you, bud.
It's all right.
Screwdriver. More surgery tools.
They're a bit weird, aren't they? I've never seen these in a car before.
No.
I know they're... Bloody hell, look at that.
Nail
Little side
clippers,
curves. What are these forceps for, then?
Mate, look at the condition.
Right, let's just chuck all these down there. Let's get this boot carpet out of the way. Oh man, it's like new, this thing. What have we got? Oh, we've got a jack, which is handy because neither of us bought a jack. Even
being the professionals that we are.
Nino's got his full van full of tools. In fact, let me show you what we got. We got this. Nino's brought his van down, got everything there in the back that we might need, apart from apart from a jack.
A jack.
And then this is everything that I got dropped off with. I got dropped off here a little bit earlier with all of this gear. I've got fuel pump, air filter, oil and filter. If we can't get it running with all this, what are we doing?
What size wheels are they?
Are
they 15s?
Let's find out.
Oh yeah, 14. Because I've got a set of 15-inch tyres in the back.
Have you?
Useless now, though. Anyway, look at the condition of this thing. This car is absolutely sweet.
Mate, that's so nice.
There's no...
I think this is the least rusty car I have out of the 21 that I've got.
Same here. I'm not joking, that Vivaro van's rustier than this. Look, there's a tiniest, like, little... I mean, it's not even calling that rust.
I'm going to see if that takes air as well, because if it does, I'm going to have a lot more confidence in trying to get home if I've got 5.
Yeah. Look underneath there, look, it's like untouched. It looks like it's just come out of the factory, genuinely.
Ah, and up here.
Yeah. Oh, this would be good to decode.
If anyone in the comments knows anything about these, I think these are C3s, these Audis.
I know that's the paint code and the interior colour. Oh, nice. It says it there as well.
But yeah, if anyone wants to give us any information based on that, please do.
55 PSI.
Why did that happen?
Well, I think we got carried away looking at the condition of the...
It usually turns itself off though. Is it faulty? Surprised the tyre didn't explode though, so that's good.
51 PSI, 49 PSI. What were you aiming for?
32.
Ah, yeah, you went over.
Yeah, I was trying to double it. I thought I'd moved on to the other side.
But if you needed a test for the tyres, that was it.
Yeah, if it could hold 50 PSI, it's probably going to be all right.
All right, yeah.
120 mile an hour on the road. But yeah, I can't believe that it's got disc brakes. That's nuts. So anyway, I've got this here, look, while I'm waiting for this to... I'll just let that leak out, naturally. So this car, Professor Robinson owned this, which is really cool, isn't it? And he bought the car in 1984, and it's got 2 former keepers. And the story behind it is that, what was he saying? He bought this car, ran it for 10 years, and then when he moved here, he parked the car up in a barn because when he got this house, he also got a 528. He dropped this car in that barn, and then he picked up his BMW 528. I think that's what Giles was saying. Yeah. Giles is his son. So Giles was telling us all about the history of this. But the car, he's got a few others there as well, and they just sort of sat there, didn't they?
Yeah, I think he was saying he parked this car, so he bought this property specifically because there's a load of land attached to park all of his cars.
He said he had like 25, didn't he?
And then when he moved here in '92, this just went straight into the barn, and then he jumped in his Beamer.
Yeah.
And then this never got a look in again.
Which is, I mean, it's crazy because it's mint, apart from the smashed window.
Yeah. This is such a cool car.
I mean, if I would absolutely love to be able to drive this home. But if I can get to yours and then like get it washed and stuff.
Yeah. Got a Hoover at mine, you can Hoover it.
Well, it'd be nice if we could just drop it off with those guys and then we could go to the pub.
Yeah.
That'd be the dream, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Running perfectly. Headlining's nice as well. Headlining's really sweet. It's a hard headlining. It's not a not cloth.
Yeah.
Cool, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Weird how that thing's fallen off the B pillar as well, or the A pillar, sorry. Do you reckon while these tyres are being pumped up, we should see if this engine turns over?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you should be able to get a socket down there and a bar.
Spare wheel seems to be holding air as well. Might need that on the way home, so that's good. Steering's heavy. It says 108,000 miles on the clock. 108,000 miles.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, could be worse. It's an Audi, isn't it? Do 10 times that. All tyres so far holding air.
Lovely.
If you smash into this car, that's going straight through whatever it is you smash into.
Newer. That's like the newer Audis though. That's more of a. It's more of a front section support, and they have little bearings on, little bushes, rubber bushes on them.
Oh right.
And so this whole front actually kind of moves around, and it kind of supports the front of the engine, and so those bushes they go out. And you have to get them replaced, yeah, and because you can hear it clunking as you're going down the road.
Well, it might be that because there's nothing around it.
No.
But the alternator just moved over. It's difficult to get a grip on anything though because of the space. Let me see if right, there is a socket there. It's probably like a 24 or something. Let me see if I've got my stuff.
It's almost like the old classic Minis, isn't it, when they have the fan
it is exactly
on the
like
side,
that.
isn't it?
Maybe that's where Audi got the idea from.
Oh, mate, you're rocking the Halfords Advanced.
Mate, there's no other tools.
They're brilliant.
What other tools? Why would you spend all that money on Snap-on?
Lifetime warranty as well.
Yeah.
And they're really good at honouring it. You just pop in and say hello and they give you a new tool.
Yeah. This video is not sponsored by Halfords.
No. Wish it was.
Oh, so do I. Right, we're on.
Yes.
Oh, that didn't sound amazing though,
No.
Did you hear that? Because obviously this car does come equipped from the factory with a cam belt. And as you know, I don't do those.
Do you not?
No.
Why?
Just for fun. See what happens. I've only had one break so far.
Have you?
Out of probably 1,000 cars.
That's not bad. That's not bad going.
No. So why would you buy? Well, I think probably 2 broken, maybe. Ah, that bit of noise. That was that air intake pipe. That's going to be turning over a bit easy enough for me to put my ratchet on it. All around. I get the feeling one of us is going to get bitten, like, catastrophically by something.
I think it's already happened, mate, if I'm honest with you.
But you know, like to a point where it might be poisonous.
Oh, right, yeah. Like rattlesnake.
Rattlesnakes in
I've been watching Yellowstone.
Oh, right. I mean, I'm absolutely delighted, to be perfectly honest with you.
That's all right. That's enough, I think. That moves enough.
And also, as I'm doing this, I can see the cam is moving, which means the cam belt is doing its job.
That
Are these interference or not? Do you know?
I don't know. I just go on the assumption that all engines are interference.
Oh, why? I go on the assumption that all engines aren't interference.
That's probably a better stance, to be fair.
And look, you see the oil being pumped around it already.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is clean in
hand.
there. Look at that lobe. Look, that is lovely.
That's a lovely lobe, isn't it?
Yeah. Fan of lobes.
Sebastian Loeb.
You know, I don't have any earlobes.
Oh, you haven't got any earlobes?
I don't, do I?
What happened there?
Don't know.
Did you have them removed?
No, I was born like it.
Is it a religious thing?
No. Nothing there. If I wanted to get my ears pierced.
Is that why you haven't got your ears pierced?
Yeah, because I ain't got anything to stick them into. Yeah.
Jesus. Sorry to hear that, mate.
That's all right. It's all right. I've had it since birth, mate. I'm used to it.
Listen, I've turned this over. If I turn it over anymore, it might start. So
You don't want that.
I'm pleased. Very pleased. That was great. So, yeah, my only sort of big issues really, that brake pipe, but we don't need to worry about that yet. Let's just get the car running. Is the sort of fuel switch, because this has got one of these horrible Bosch Jetronic thingamajiggies, and they're a bit Bit scary.
They are scary. They're scary because they're so opaque, unlike a carburetor.
Opaque?
Yeah. Well, if you think about a
Great
carburetor,
word,
you
yeah.
can see everything that's going on. You can get to the bottom of it. And on a newer fuel injection system, of course, you can plug a computer in and it tells you exactly what's going on.
And this is in the middle of nothing.
These 80s and early 90s cars, they are just opaque. It's very hard to see what's going on because there are sensors and electrical connections and and stuff like that. There's something else going on here, and so some of the newer ones, or they have the little buttons you can press sometimes on the dash, and you get a series of little LEDs that blink at you, and you can kind of decipher what's going on from how many times they flash. But
struggling. Surely they would make you able to take the air filter out without having to dismantle the rest of the car around it. But it's okay. Let's get this thing off because I just want to have a look at that injector on it, because there should be a big disc under here, shouldn't there?
Yeah, there's a big flap.
Big flap. So
big flap. And so we obviously want to dive into here as well, because as you can see, look, there's two hoses there. They're the actual air. That's the actual air intake. And so because you can see on this car as well, look, you can see where there have definitely been animals, whether they're squirrels or mice, gathering and doing all sorts of stuff in here. The worry is that they go down these tubes somewhere into the intake system, make a little nest, and then we turn the key, crank the engine, and what it's going to do is suck in a whole nest, and then you're in big trouble. So it's a bit of a precautionary measure, really, isn't it?
Which we don't often do.
No.
But we should do, shouldn't we?
We should,
Because this is a nice car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably worth it.
I've got high vis in the van. I might start wearing that.
Long sleeved?
I wish it was.
Things don't look like that bad on this car, sort of rust-wise, but there's a few things like this which are turning absolutely fine.
You got to stop saying that, though. You're really starting to worry me.
Starting to potentially jinx it quite badly.
Yeah. We're right at the beginning.
Yeah, we've not even done anything yet. What if you haven't got an ignition or anything? How does that all work? Oh look there, we could just hotwire that, couldn't we? It'd be fine.
Yeah.
And if not, I have got that tow rope.
Long old drive.
Yeah, that's nice. I want to try and get this off in its entirety, I think, although that is a little breather job there. So this is your breakfast bowl here, and see all that grease on it? I mean, it's just saved everything. It just seems to be working so well. I can hear everything turning, and I can see, as I'm doing that inside, I can see and I can feel the butterfly moving inside there. So we're all active, like.
How far down does that go?
I feel like it should go down more. It might need to run.
Yeah, that should go down more. Usually you can just push them all the way down, just not much force whatsoever.
Worry about that.
Yeah.
Right. Got an air filter with me, so we might as well put that on. Because one thing that I have noticed recently as well is that air filters, it happened with the 7 Series, they just disintegrate when they're old, and then all the bits start being sucked into the engine.
Lovely.
So I bought a new one down. Or we could just stick a massive ram air filter on it, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Bomb.
Just delete the whole air filter situ. Just
stick a pair of tights over it. Sock. There we go. Oh. I mean, the bad news there is that obviously she wasn't serviced particularly well before she was parked up, but could be worse, that, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to pull a plug or two?
Let's do it.
Why don't you wear gloves, mate? Come on.
Oh, don't. You sound like everyone in my comments. Oof. Where's that screwdriver gone?
Yeah, there you go. So we just want to pull a couple of plugs just to see, because that air filter didn't look like... It just didn't look like it had a change in a while, so we just want to have a quick look at the plugs and see what sort of state they're in, because the oil's a bit stinking as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I have bought an oil and filter with me.
But no Jack.
Who's Jack?
I don't know. Just want to make sure that none of this junk disappears down the spark plug hole when we remove it. It's dead flush, isn't it?
It does, doesn't it? So it's all very nicely engineered, the
That's
old
lovely,
Audi
yeah,
stuff,
because
isn't it?
I mention that because usually your spark plugs obviously sit recessed in the hole.
Yeah.
And trying to do this on a recessed hole is impossible. But
you could probably get that out with an adjustable, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Not in there very tight either, perfect.
Happy days. Right, we just want to see a nice bit of brownie sort of... Bit of brownie blacky would be cool, wouldn't it? But I'll have anything at this point, I think. Oh, mate, that's superb.
I hope you didn't waste money on spark plugs.
I did. I bought five. Yeah, but, you know.
It's lovely.
It's absolutely mint. Well, if it turns over and stuff like that when we put the battery on, we could chuck some spark plugs in it, but we could potentially do all that when we get back to yours just before I go for the big drive. Because one thing I would like to do, and what the sort of plan would be, is if we can get this thing moving, is to try and get it back to Nino's workshop, which isn't far down the road. And
you say that.
It's 2 hours, isn't it?
2 hours, yeah.
But he's got a lift and he's got equipment, he's got all sorts of stuff. So we're going to go down there, and if there's anything else I need to do to this, which I need to get parts for, anything like that, before I attempt to drive it all this way home, halfway around the country, then we can do that.
Yep, sweet.
Cool. This is a high power Napa battery. Got this one specifically because it was the cheapest possible one I could get. Which is going to bode well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do like these little caps though. They're pretty good. Feels a waste though when I just take them home and throw them in the lake behind my house, but it's fine. Right, is this going to go in there? Okay. It wasn't knackered before, it is now. Look at my torque wrench there. Right, that one's torqued down. I have just noticed another brake pipe that's quite badly corroded as well. Is anything on fire, Nino? Because I've just connected the battery.
Not what I can see.
No alarm. Oh, something's happening over here.
I can hear something.
It's the electric aerials trying to come out.
There's a relay clicking.
I think it was for the electric aerial. I could just hear it buzzing then.
Now the hazards are on.
The hazards are on?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, I can see them flashing. Right, so that's going to be an alarm going off then, isn't it?
Well, this alarm situ here, this little indicator thing is not showing any lights on it.
Okay.
I don't know where the hazards are, but you can see it's telltale on the dashes, all right.
That's weird, isn't it? Where is the hazard button on these cars? Seriously, where's the hazard button? Good job, you know, in an emergency. Oh my God, there's a key down there. Have you seen that? Oh, look at that.
What's that?
There's like a Yale key slot there.
Oh yeah. Well, that'd be your immobiliser.
Well, I wonder if...
I hope it's not.
Maybe this is your hazards. You've got to pull over on the sides of the road and put your key in a lock. Like a Bugatti
battery.
Oh.
Clamp thingamajigger. What's it? Braking your car, sorry mate.
It's okay, don't worry. I'm not exactly repairing it myself.
Oh, what's that down there? Oh, you got a belt there.
Oh, nice.
And some touch-up.
Fantastic, that'll probably still be in date, won't it?
Mm.
Is that the hazards?
It's the radio, isn't it? Oh, I see where your finger was. No,
it's there. Hey,
is that on a stalk? Oh, you definitely wouldn't touch that while driving down the road.
Bloody hell.
Got another little thing here. What's that? Oh, it's a speaker, isn't it?
Right.
Why does that look like a hands-free? Oh, it's a tweeter. It's not a hands-free.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be clipped in here, isn't it? Hands-free. What was your hands-free like in 1992?
Oh, Jesus Christ, honestly, it's the heat.
It is the heat. Have you noticed this as well? Every single Audi I've ever been in, the clips have gone there, the sun visors. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. Right. No, other way. Right, okay. If we've got ignition lights, this thing's going to pretty much start immediately. Listen for fuel pump as well. We've got ignition lights.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool, and it's saying stop light, fuel.
This thing must have been pretty space age back in the...
Oh, come on! You know how much of the battle that is now. The engine turns over, the start motor works, we've got ignition lights.
Lovely. Mate.
Do you reckon we can do this?
You'll be driving this home in no time.
Right, okay.
Shouldn't have said that. No, that is an absolute result though.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, that is half the battle. That is half the battle.
What do you want to do now then? I mean, what we could probably do with doing is disconnecting a fuel line. I didn't hear any fuel pump or anything, but we should probably disconnect it and look out for it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what that tank's going to be like.
No.
Just I'd pour a can into the tank as well.
Yeah, I mean, you could do.
Got 2 cans with me.
Yeah, just give it a...
Let's do that then.
Just give it its best shot, you know.
Yeah.
Don't try anything fancy when you don't have to, just...
Well, this is it, isn't it? Come on, Audi. Again, I said it in the last video as well, but could really do with a car that, well, I could do with some luck with cars after that BMW, that 7 Series. Because this was a similar thing, it was just parked on grass outside.
Yeah.
And it has ruined my life.
Yeah. And your bank balance.
And my bank balance. Although there's still enough money in the kitty for this executive Audi saloon though, isn't there?
Yeah, I think this is gonna treat you well. I've just got a feeling. I've got a feeling.
You reckon?
Yeah, well, I know what it can be like. Sometimes you look at it and you just get a sense of just like, no, what have I done? What am I attempting to do? This is gonna end.
Oh shit! I was just reminiscing there. It's like, yeah, it's so nice, isn't it? Okay, I'll throw petrol over my leg.
Is that a bit of petrol on your leg, mate? You're just pleased to see me.
Right, should we stop for a quick cig?
Yeah. I don't smoke, but yeah.
just to set fire to myself. What was I going to say then, though?
We were talking about getting just the feeling you get from...
Yeah, so this car, the thing is, I haven't been to see this. When the car was under the cover, that was the first time Nino and I have seen this car, pulling it back under that cover. Nothing's ever staged on this programme. The only reason I made the effort to bring all the stuff down here and travel all this way, partly because you're here and you're local-ish, it's 2 hours away, but he'd sent me a lot of photos of this car. He'd sent me photos when it was in the barn, lots of sort of detailed close-up shots of the engine bay, so I kind of saw how clean it was, but without actually seeing it. And photos can often lead you down the garden path, can't they? So I'm really hoping that I got it right this time.
I've got my fingers crossed for you.
How do we check for spark?
My preferred method these days is to take a can of Easy Start, which either one, doesn't really matter which one, spray it down the intake, crank in on the engine with the key, to be honest with you. Because obviously you can get all of your spark testers and you can start hooking them up, and
you've got to do work.
Well, you've got to do work. Yeah, it's just a load of faff. This will just tell you straight away if it coughs or if it barks or makes any kind of positive sounding combustion-ish noises that might have a bit of spark. Simple as that.
Right then, do you want to twist the key and I'll do the spray?
Twist the key, yeah.
Right, I've got the throttle and the spray.
Yeah.
I'm being the carburettor for the moment.
We're in neutral, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready?
Yep. Mate, it's going. It's going. Oh man alive! Right.
Did that sound like it lost compression?
It did, yeah. But it might just. Yep, it's fine. Don't worry. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That
cam belt's gone. Nothing hit though, but cam belt's just gone. That's the only way that sound would come.
That just completely lost compression.
It did. Oh, God. Why couldn't you? I mean, yeah, it's been sat for a while, hasn't it?
What was it you were just saying about you never do cam belts?
Might have to do one.
Have you got one with you?
No, but there's a parts place down the road, they might have one.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's all right.
Everything was
fine.
going so
We've got a Haynes manual. We need to take this cover off. Let's have a look. What a pain in the ass. It fired though.
It did fire. I've never seen that happen before like that.
It happened on that Vauxhall that I did recently, the Cavalier. Exactly the same thing. It went and then it went. Bzzz. I didn't hear the cam belt snap though. I think like properly badly. I think it just disintegrated.
Yeah, but it didn't sound like that was an interference engine either. No. Answering our point, for our question from earlier.
If we're lucky.
Oh no, mate.
But I didn't hear anything go smack.
But here's the thing as well, is that you'd rather that happened now than on the M6. Because that's where it'd have gone. If it didn't do it now, it'd have done it on the M6, and not even on the M6 toll.
Probably at 10 o'clock at night.
The normal M6.
Right, Haynes manual. Oh, I thought we were going to be driving that out of this hole. Really did.
Someone must have a cam belt for this. You must be able to get one.
100%.
Do you reckon someone's got one on a shelf, like in their garage or something?
Yeah, I do.
If you put it out on the socials.
Yeah. Crankshaft pulley, yeah. Can see all the alignment stuff. Doesn't look too bad at all, does it there, look?
No, I mean, it's going to be quite simple, isn't it? The cam belt just went, as we just tried to turn it over for the first time properly. Is this your car?
Yeah.
It was. This must have been absolutely lovely back in the day.
Yeah, it was. So I've had it nearly 40 years.
Yeah, it was when I was born in '87.
Yeah. So it's, and it served me well. I mean, in fact, I rarely had any trouble with it.
Yeah.
It's a 5, as you know, it's got 5 cylinders.
Yeah.
Pulled the cover off, which is here. All came off very, very nicely. I had to take the power steering belt off to get to it. But again, that's nice and free. Now, the belt hasn't snapped. What it's done is it's shredded its teeth. So you can see there, it'll have caught itself on a bit where it was just spinning over. But we think this is a non-interference anyway. We didn't hear it clanging and banging, did we? So we're just hoping that, yeah, it's not interference. But anyway, so
it was still spinning as well as we were turning the key there, so it wouldn't. If it was smack the valve, I imagine it wouldn't spin, right?
Yeah, you'd hope so. It'd be locked, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe. So we got on the phone then. We phoned maybe 10 different people, looked on eBay, everything. GSF, Euros, every car parts place, everything. They just don't stock Audi 100 parts. They just don't do it, you know. And we phoned Audi themselves, and they said it'd be 2 weeks, and it's not even a proper
from
Audi
Germany.
part. Yeah. But then
I just plugged the part. I got the part number off of the belt, plugged it into eBay, and sorted by closest. And it just so happens that about 10-15 miles from where we are, in the middle of nowhere, Norfolk, England, UK, the globe. It's just up the road, and then the guy's got his phone number on the listing on eBay, which almost never happens.
The most fortuitous thing ever.
And
really.
I just spoke to him on the phone, and he just said, "Oh yeah, well, if you want to bung us 25 quid cash and meet me at some container behind Tesco's, because he's just texted me his address, then he's willing to help us out. He reckons he's got loads of parts for him." So
that's insane.
That's nuts. So I'm going to jump in the van now. Shoot over there, get this part, and you can either pretend you're doing work while I'm gone, or actually do something.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get this belt off. I'll get it timed up, ready to go.
Yeah, lovely. Do we need anything else off him, do you reckon?
Well,
he's got loads of parts.
I was thinking the other belts, but they're sound, aren't they? They're absolutely sound.
I mean, if you lose power steering, you lose power steering. That doesn't really matter, does it? Like,
they're fine. They'll be all right.
Alternator, I mean, you can get home with no alternator.
Well, just shoelaces again, innit?
A couple of batteries.
Yeah. No, we're fine. We're fine.
Okay, I've got the goods. Yeah, that just felt all a little bit dodgy. You know, it's kind of like, right, mate, got any Audi 100 parts? But I will tell you this, that was just some young lad who bought a business off of a family member. and he's just got loads and loads of old parts. Really, really nice guy, as it happens. And look at the bit that he's given me. It's a new old stock, genuine AUDI cam belt. So that's pretty good. And he had an entire container just full of old Audi and Volkswagen bits. So just an absolute result. So I'm going to get this back to Ben now, and hopefully he's done something since I've been gone. But we'll get this car back on the road and see if he can get it back all the way up to Chester.
Hello, it's me, VoiceOver Ben. I've come back for this special collaboration between Nino, Ben and myself. Now, Ben's been a bit of an idiot and he forgot to switch his microphone on for the next couple of scenes, so I'm just going to do a little bit of voiceover like they do in the movies. Nino came back, he got the cam belt. I then showed him where the timing marks are supposed to be, where I'd found on this engine. There's one top of the cam cover there, and then there's one at the sort of back of the gearbox, which does match up to one on the front pulley. However, the front pulley was just quite rusty and stuff, so there was no chance of you making out any timing marks on it, you know, when it's sort of down there and you're working in the middle of a field. If it was up on a ramp and you get your head in there, maybe, but like this, it's just no chance. I took a bit of the front bumper off as well, just so I could get this sort of thing on. Big problem we had though, why I've got an impact on it there, is that they say you need, an Audi special tool to get the bottom crank pulley off. We haven't got any special tools with us. So what we did, because I am such a genius, is I wedged a screwdriver in one of the teeth of the flywheel, and then as I was holding that screwdriver in position, Nino managed to crack the pulley off with the big bar. I then held the cam belt up to the camera, like you can see here, and showed you that all the teeth had fallen off. Now, why had they fallen off? How would that possibly happen? Maybe age-related. Anyway, the big bottom pulley was off. Nino was giving it an inspection, making sure it was all right. We're actually trying to find the timing mark on it as well, and even with it in our hand in the field, still couldn't find the timing mark. I then got the two cam belts just to make sure that they're the same size, and they were, but on the cam belts it does have like the numbers. I think it's like 4112 by 20 mil or whatever, I don't know, whatever it says. And we checked it and it was all legit. That was the right cam belt. How fortuitous that we managed to find someone literally a 45-minute round trip with a cam belt for one of these cars. Nobody else, no other motor factors had a cam belt for this car. So anyway, we got our heads together and tried to sort of like make the best of what we could, and fitted the cam belt with the same water pump, same idlers. We just made sure everything was all freed up and just fitted the cam belt as it was, trying to time it as much as we could off the flywheel and the camshaft pulley. And yeah, well, I mean, you're not going to believe it. This sort of rubber bit that's connecting these cogs together is now...
This rubber bit.
It's in a position where, like, there's compression.
Yeah.
When that's what we ran out of earlier, didn't we? Do you remember?
Yeah, completely out of it.
Yeah, look at that now, it's flying over. It's more compression than I've ever had in my life. What should we do now then?
I think there's nothing for it really, is there, but to just go absolutely ham on the key again.
We need to tighten this.
Yeah, tighten that up.
Put the big bar on that.
Yeah.
And I'll do the screwdriver.
Yeah.
To lock the flywheel into place. And then yeah.
Oh, I've just been eaten by horse flies. That's one on each shoulder in exactly the same place but opposites. got through my t-shirt. I have never in my life in the UK had any problem with any kind of animal. We live in the most timid place, but we're getting eaten.
This is like what we do for you guys, you know.
Oh look,
We're out here doing it.
mosquito repellent.
Yeah, why don't you cover yourself in that? They're all going to come from me now, though. It's the only reason I asked you to do this for me. So they wouldn't get paid.
Failing that, I could just cover myself in a bit of
Petrol?
petrol, yeah.
Feels pretty good. I felt it then. That torqued perfectly, I think.
Yeah, it's certainly torqued enough to get it out of this bush.
Well, should we turn it over on the key now, and then we'll turn it over with a bit of easy start?
Yeah, you don't need special tools when you've got ingenuity.
Yeah, we potentially have already 2 special tools. Right, well then, I'll do this.
Yeah.
I'll do the petrol in a can. You beautiful thing. Right, I heard a little bit of metal on metal to start with though, did you?
No.
Self-clearance. Right, go on then. Come on, you beauty! Mate, that's sweet, isn't
That's
it?
so good. That is so good. Bit smoky.
Oh, come on, you nailed it.
Yes.
Proper job, that.
That is sweet. That sounded quite all right as well, didn't it? So it's definitely a non-interference engine then. I think we can deduce from that.
Never doing the camp. Don't do camber. Don't worry about it. If your car's sat outside in your driveway now, and you know maybe the chain's rattling its head off, or like the service book says you should have done it 100,000 miles ago, ignore it. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Look, we've just proven that. You just put it on when it goes. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's such good news. That sounded absolutely sweet.
Mate, that sounded so
That sounded sweet, didn't it? That really did.
Oh, should we gather our thoughts and then we'll work out what's next?
Yeah, probably have a drink of water as well.
Yeah.
Where did I put the nut for that?
Well, you want me to drive and you're going to spray?
Well, yeah, your car. You can do the honours.
Right, let's do it then.
What are you going to do? We just go in, what, straight back?
So I think I'll straighten the wheels and we'll just try and reverse it a few feet just on easy start.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be nice if we could get out of where we are, because working underneath that tree, man.
No, no, we're getting eaten.
Yeah, it's not good. So if we can sort of pull it out here, we can do the fuel pump on the floor there.
Yeah. All right.
Right, let's try and do that.
Obviously, we've now lost... Oh, hang on, look, the struts are strutting now.
Oh, struts are strutting.
Move the bonnet prop.
I'm about to get in this. What if I get chlamydia? Can you catch it twice? We haven't even checked the clutch yet. Oh man, it's rock solid. Is it hydraulic?
Yeah, it will be, won't it? Oof. Was that it? Did it just pop?
Yeah, there's something there, but not much.
Well, there's only one way to find out, mate.
Oh God. Whoa.
Whoa!
Yeah, I've got no clutch. I'm trying my best to pump the clutch now. Not getting anything. Ah, man. Come on, clutch. Come back to life, please. Oh! Right, this is what start motors are for, look.
Yes! Yes! So what is it, rock hard pedal?
Well, you have a feel, it's a little bit spongy on the bottom. Where's it on the gearbox? I can't see a reservoir for it though, can you? Unless it just comes out the master cylinder. Oh God, oh my God, have you seen the master cylinder? Holy hell, it is rough as. Oh Jesus, right, okay. Hi, I'm just wondering if you've got a master cylinder for an Audi one. But I can see a hydraulic line for a clutch.
That breather.
Don't know.
What's that there? That's.
If we can get the fuel pump working, I'll drive it back to Chester without a clutch though. Mate, it's nice to see it out of his hole though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it there, look.
Slow cylinder.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like a hydraulic line.
What we could do you want to pull it on its start motor a bit further? Because if you're coming straight towards me now, that'd be sound. Would you want to put some brake fluid in it? And we'll just see if we can find out where the leak is.
Yeah, don't know, that feels like it could be coming back around a little bit.
Oh, do it again. Oh, it almost looked like it drank something then when you did that. Dare I suggest you press the brake? Whoa.
That's there is no brake.
Yeah, but the master cylinder's moving stuff.
Is it? Is it swallowing a load of fluid?
No, but it's moving up and down. The fluid's moving up and down, but it sounds like it's coming out of somewhere. That brake was doing something though.
Was it?
100%. The fluid in the clutch now might bring the seals back to life and stuff. But again, I can drive it without a clutch. It's fine. Easy.
Yeah, the pedal's stuck down there now.
Well, clutch. Things might just be doing something.
Yeah.
It's weird that I can hear fluid like down here. Well, hang on, press the clutch again. Yeah, it's moving. I can see the clutch flexi is flexing. So we've got a clutch all the way to the flexi. It's just going to be a slave cylinder that's locked.
I just need bleeding or pulling out and
Well,
smacking
I don't know. It looks like it's inside the box. It possibly needs bleeding. Is the clutch sat all the way on the floor?
There's a tiny bit of travel. You've probably got a quarter of the normal travel.
Right. Okay. And press the brake again.
That's,
so the brake is definitely doing something.
Yeah,
so that master cylinder might not be dead.
There's a little bit more than there was a minute ago.
I can hear fluid being moved around violently. Right, okay. I mean, well, should we try and get this engine to just idle and stuff first?
Yeah.
And then we can carry on.
Did you spill much brake fluid?
Quite a lot, yeah.
Oh, okay, because I can see on the drive shaft is wet there.
Yeah. Right, Nino's just putting a lot of the alternator stuff and power steering and things back together. I've just jacked the car up on a 3-ton professional jack and some axle stands. And I'm now gonna just put my head underneath and hope that the car falls on me and decapitates me. Right, we are looking for fuel pipes. Oh my God, they are not nice. Ooh. I don't know about that. What do you think?
Are they bad?
Press the red button now if you think these are going to explode the second any pressure goes through them. But to be fair, we could cut them and join them. I've got some stuff with me. I've got some thick fuel pipe. And the fuel pump is there. Right, okay. But yeah, that is pretty toast. Do you want to have a gander?
Not good.
We've got the torch under there. This thing's immaculate. couldn't really ask for much more in terms of brakes like as well. I mean, it does rotate, which is amazing, and I've just sprayed a load of plus gas on the bleed nipples. We'll try and give them a wire brush and loosen them off as well, so we can try and bleed the brakes and see if I can get anything at all. Once we may have had to replace a brake pipe or two. I've put the car up on blocks as well. For any of you in the comments that was about to write to your local MP, handily behind this thing here, which I cannot see anything past, there is the fuel pump. Oh, it's really annoying, isn't it? Why have they done that? Why have they tucked it up in there? Oh, I'd have to get properly under the car to do it, I think, which is terrifying, the idea of that. Just going to try the old tap method. Go on. No, unless it's immobilised in some way, that is dead as a dodo. Once I've pulled it down from there though, I'll be able to check if I've got power going to it. It can and will go higher. Just having a lovely relax in the countryside. Actually no, I'm not. I'm underneath a Audi, very heavy Audi, on bricks. Now the problem I've got with this is that both pipes go into the same place on this fuel pump, and my fuel pump's nothing like that. I don't even think they make these ones anymore. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. A bit sketchy. I'm going to try and undo both these fittings now and release this fuel pump and see if we get fuel flow out the tank to start with, and any other good things like that really. That's nice, just sweat running into the cut, really nice. So the problem I've got is that I thought this was the fuel pump, because it looks like a fuel pump and it's in the same place as fuel pumps go. This is where the fuel pump should be. Honestly, that's where every fuel pump is on German cars. They live there, that's where they love to be. And I can't say anything else. But the fuel pump I got to start with doesn't look anything like that. And also there is no wires going to this fuel pump, so therefore how is it powered? No wires. I need to, I don't know, oh, Haynes manual, yes, whoa.
You having fun in there, Ben?
Why? Audi's design language is that they hate us and they don't want people to work on their cars. So the fuel pumping machine, it's so hot, it's like 30 degrees inside this boot. They wanted us to, that thing down there is a fuel accumulator, did you call it?
Yep.
And then this underneath here is allegedly where the pump and sender unit sits inside the tank, which is great fun, isn't it? Oh, but what we can do now that we're here is we can check this for power, just in case we've got another issue. Like we haven't looked at relays or fuses or anything, but it's never that, so why do we bother? So I get the multimeter and you can do some cycling. Yeah.
It is warm. And I know there are people that watch Ben's videos from all around the world, and you're saying, oh, it gets way hotter where I am. Yes. But I can assure you that your country is more kitted out for the heat.
Yeah, and I don't think it does. I've never been to a country hotter than this. I don't think they exist. No. Mind you, I've never been out of England.
What?
I have actually.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. I've seen videos of you going out of England. All right, we're on, bud.
Ignition on?
Yeah.
I don't know if I just can't get a good earth, but I'm not getting nothing.
You're not getting anything to the fuel pump?
No, but I don't know if it's just because I've got earth.
Hey, it might well be a fuse or a relay.
Oh, never is though, is it? Never that lucky. Right, do you want to flick the ignition on and off again maybe in case it's gone to sleep? I don't know why it would, but...
Anything? You're on?
Oh yeah, and off.
Off.
On.
On.
Yeah, got 10.2 volts to it.
Should be enough, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Connections all look great as well. Right, so there's 3 pipes to come off.
So a good little test might be to unplug the 2 electrical cables before pulling the whole pump out. Can you take the electrical, are the plugs like on top of it or in the tank? With the, I was thinking about, can you power your new one from it? Just to see if that gets power. if you got away.
Well, the only other thing I was wondering then is was that power I was reading then when you cycled the key, was that, well, it was set, yeah, is that because it's the sender unit through there as well, and not the actual... Do you want to test, you test them there, I was using that as that, and I'll cycle the key.
Yeah.
You tell me what you think. Do with seeing which wires which. Probably tell us in the Haynes, wouldn't it? Do you remember what there's a key slot underneath the dash? Do you remember what that does?
The what, sorry?
There's a key slot underneath there where you put a key in.
That could be the
Alarm. Right.
Turn it back on, Ben.
Yeah, we're on.
You're on.
Yeah. What's the plan now? Why have we got 18 volt starty bastards in there?
So I think we just need to attack this fuel pump basically just with the process of elimination.
Just
So we stuck the old multimeter on the plug and we're getting 10 volts. I don't think it's an earth problem because no matter where you put it, you're getting 10 volts to that plug. So I think the best thing to do is to just try and power the fuel pump directly.
Try and just burst it back to life,
Burst it
essentially.
back to life, but I think we'll find out if it's the pump that's dead or we've got a supply issue. Because in my head, although 10 volts obviously isn't 12 volts,
No.
it'd be doing something.
It should be able to power a fuel pump, yeah.
10 should get it going, probably not to the correct PSIs, but
No.
but if we just zap the actual fuel pump directly with 2 bits of wire,
Yeah.
the jump pack, and see if it kicks in, and if not, we know the fuel pump's bad before we go to all the effort of taking it out of the tank.
Yeah. No, even when I feed direct
Power, it's not working, so
yeah, pump's dead, I think.
yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Well, how's it held in? It's just this big sort of knock ring here, big cock ring. But you've got to take these things out.
You have to take the hoses off, pop the ring,
So what?
pull it out.
So you've got to pop the ring and pull it out.
Yeah, but we did just try giving it power, didn't we? And that didn't work.
Well,
So,
kind of, yeah, I suppose.
so Ben's pulled the sender part out there from the tank. As you can see him having to use his phone on camera mode to actually locate the pump, which is just buried, utterly buried in the tank there.
Yeah.
And it absolutely, if you could smell what we can smell, it's just such heavy varnish. How much would you say there's much fuel actually left in that tank?
Not a lot.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Definitely fill it up, it'll be alright.
Yeah, but it's just a pain. So what Ben was just saying, what he was just thinking was, because you've got the, I don't know where it's gone, down there, you've got the replacement fuel pump, is whether maybe to just run a hose into the tank, put the new fuel pump here on the outside of the tank, run a hose through the car up to the front, connect it into the fuel distributor system, and then and basically just run it all like that, because you don't exactly need the fuel sender, and you don't need to know your fuel levels and all of that just to get back home for the time being. Because
all the fuel pipes look like. I'm thinking I'm going to do this now. Because this is going to take ages, because it's a massive faff, and then it's just going to, the fuel pipe's going to burst.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We've got the fuel pipes are looking crusty from here on up. So if we just wire in a new fuel pump, and then with a new bit of hose, and just literally thread it through the cabin, or even tape it to the side of the car, get it up into the bonnet.
Okay. Let's just try and get this out of the way for a moment. Audi, why? Why do you hate us so much? I can probably guess, but right, Nina's going to flip the key now, and we need to see this burst to life.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nil point.
Nothing.
Nothing. Doesn't have to be earthed anywhere, does it, or anything? No, I don't think so. Let me just multimeter the top of that while you do it. Hang on. Nil point, man.
Nothing.
Not a droplet. Let me just see. Oh, got any corroded contacts on this sender unit? Now I can get to the back of it. Right, go on, give it a cycle.
Yeah.
Nope. And I'll see it's purple and red.
Oh, mate, it's not a fuse, is it, or a relay?
Well, I think it's fuse next, isn't it?
Or is it this immobiliser looking thing?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, go on, cycle it again. No, nothing. Oh, okay. Yeah, possibly just for the alarm, but I wonder if it does the fuel pump as well.
Well, I thought they usually cut the spark, but maybe it cuts. Maybe it cuts fuel pump.
Shall I stick a bit of plus gas up it?
Yeah.
Live. Right, so that fuel pump was dead. Right, that one's alive.
That's alive. Right, so it's the fuel pump
Yeah.
and the supply?
Yeah, it's both. There's no supply there, but we think it might be an immobiliser thing. We can't get that key thing to turn, and I don't think we've got the time to start ripping into it. I think it'd be much easier right now, because we've still got to do the brakes.
Yeah.
If we just run an earth onto one of these bolts.
Yeah.
Nice and shiny, and a big long power. I've got cable over there, big long power cable to the positive on the battery, and then we just dunk it into the tank.
Yeah.
With a bit of gauze around it, bit of filter around it.
So we need to go. I need to go to the parts store.
I don't think we need anything.
No, you've got enough.
Got enough wire, yeah. It's 5:30. We've just spent, I don't know how long, just trying to sort the fuel system out. It's so complicated on this car. All the fuel, just because the K-Jetronic, whatever it is, but it goes through all the different bits, and then it goes to that accumulator thing, and then it goes all the way through the fuel sender. So there's, in total, between the fuel getting into the engine and the fuel pump, there's probably 20 connections, 20 ports, 20 different bits, you know, banjos, just all that. It's so annoying. But we've got that done, and we've just wired up like a fake tank. I don't know anymore.
No, it is a
I'm
tank.
Losing my mind.
Yeah, it is. I'd call it a tank.
But we're going to see if it runs.
We've got a rudimentary fuel system hooked up, is basically what Ben's trying to say.
Yes, all of that then, we'll cut that out and just say that.
Right, so hopefully now he's going to turn the key.
Still not got any clutch.
Got no clutch. You're going to turn the key, and because we've got a working fuel pump, it's just going to fire and idle nicely. It's going to keep temperature. The brake is going to come back. The clutch is going to come back.
Oh,
You turn your fuel pump on. That's it. You can hear the fuel up here.
it's not firing at all, is it? Can you get your easy start in there?
I've just done it back up, but I can undo it again.
Well, we can.
Well, no, just straight in there.
just send it up there,
just
couldn't we?
straight in there, yeah. It might be air in the system, or... Ready?
I don't know if this is going to work, but we can try it. And again. It's not running on its own fuel at all, is it? See if we've got any leaks. Oh. God, yeah, that is leaking.
Is it?
Well, yeah. Not badly, but it is.
I mean, the pump's not on either. Let me flick the pump on and see how bad it leaks.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, it's not too bad at all.
No.
Yeah, go on, switch it off. Oh, why?
Stick your head in there. Can you hear the fuel getting up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear it. So it's getting fuel up to here and then doing nothing with it.
No.
I mean, what we could do now, so that's...
Switch that fuel on up because it's emptying that thing, isn't it?
I reckon if we were to undo one of these hoses on top of the distributor or on top of the injectors, and then you're basically just going to see if the fuel, because we know we can hear the fuel coming up to here.
Yeah.
Let's just see if there's any fuel coming out of these.
Oh, cheers, mate. Lovely. Right, is that fuel pump on?
Yeah.
Right, so try and turn it over now. It's like it's not doing anything, no. It's not. It's not pushing anything up through there. And again. No.
I mean, the trouble is as well, mate, is that so inside here in this distributor, there's a diaphragm. There's a rubber diaphragm, right? And so we know we're getting fuel up this because we just cracked this off down there. So we're getting fuel up to the distributor,
Yeah.
just fine. And we know we're also getting fuel going back down the return line,
Yeah.
because we can see it going into the tank, right? And that's through there. So we know that kind of bottom circuit of this is working. Now there is a diaphragm in there, and I think they can go. They can get all crusty,
Yeah.
and
Which sends it off to the injectors.
sends it up here into the injectors, and it's possible that.
Well, and the other thing as well is, I know it's late, but do you remember we couldn't push the flap down all the way?
Yeah, that as well.
So maybe that's what's doing it. Maybe if we try and either force it or something now that's got a bit of liquid in it.
Yeah, could do. Nothing to lose.
Right. Just gone past 6 o'clock now, and we've tried sort of troubleshooting all the normal things, and we've ended up here. So this fuel distribution block, we've got problems. There's a big like plate. You saw it on the Mercedes 190 video, and there's definitely some of Nino's videos that have featured this heavily, because they're a pain in the ass and they always break. But this one we're thinking now, we've tried the plunger, we've tried everything, and it's not injecting fuel down into the injector. There's nothing coming out of there, not a lot of pressure going into these pipes. So we're going to take it off and we're going to see if there's a problem with the diaphragm. See if it's all gunked up or seized or broken. It certainly doesn't look fantastic condition-wise.
So these are really finicky, and there'll be loads of people watching this thinking, no, don't do that. Like, don't take these apart. And you're absolutely right, but we've got nothing to lose at this point, because what we think is maybe this plunger that sits in here is gunked up or seized, because we are getting fuel right up to it. We're not getting fuel out of the top into the injectors. That's
I've also just noticed now that is going down so much further.
It's got more travel, hasn't it?
It's got loads more travel.
Yeah, I knew it had more travel. So I think this is seized.
That's seized. So
That's the plunger.
Hit it with a hammer, man.
There's a hammer.
Oh, it's going. How are we going to get it out? Ah, look at all the fuel coming out.
It's because this is all gunked up, that's what's happened.
What are we going to do then? How are we
You
going
might
to get it
actually have to take this apart.
out? I think, just let's have a look. I think you can get a couple of needle noses on that and pull it out again.
Yeah.
Just keep doing that until it frees itself up. Self-clearance, we'll be fine. Send it.
Send it. Maximum attack.
Easy. Right, I'll get the pliers.
All right, boys, we're getting there.
We are getting
This is where
there.
you start getting that slither of hope again, where you're like, oh, I might just be able to.
Even where it is, it'll probably start.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, you know what? It might be worth sticking. Where's that plus gas? I'm just shoving that load of that down there.
Just doesn't it seal? This is just like a runner. It just runs on this lobe. It doesn't. It's not like I'm not
Yeah, but
gonna
that-
destroy it or anything.
No, yeah, it just does that. But it's just that's a piston, basically. That's the word I've been looking for the whole time.
You haven't got another thinner set of needles, have you?
I don't know. What, bigger, smaller than that?
Just thinner edges so I can grip
Might
it more,
do.
because I
I've
can
got
only
yeah, like a
just
smaller
touch.
pair.
That's it. It doesn't want me to. It doesn't want me to touch its tip. Unless we try and turn the fuel pump on and see if it blows it back down.
I mean,
Go on, flick on there. Let's just see what happens. This could go
Watch your
catastrophically
eyeballs,
wrong.
yeah.
Just be ready to switch it off. Oh yeah, flying out now.
At the right place though, or?
Yeah, lovely. Nice. Has it pushed that down?
We do need to free that off though.
Oh, what is that?
What is these ones?
Oh, hello. Maybe.
Those were one of those tools where I was just walking through Halfords, went, oh, I'll buy them. And then I've used them so much.
Yeah. Oh, it really doesn't want to come back down. Go on, you have a go. And if it breaks, it's your fault.
Yeah,
There's going to be like a level of seals in there that I think if we about with, we might not get a seal on it again. Yeah. I mean, we might already be there. I've not got any brake cleaner with me or anything, just it's all covered in shit. We have to clean all that.
Yeah, I've probably got a tiny skosh of brake fluid.
Nice.
Not fluid, cleaner.
Right, okay. Maybe we shouldn't have hit it with a hammer.
So I'm starting to think. Although I still wouldn't. Something on me. Still not.
What if we put
all the stuff back on?
Put all the stuff back on, fire it up again, see if it pushed it down.
Yeah.
It might be, I don't know, maybe even a little bit vacuumed or something.
Yeah.
So we pulled that thing out. No, we pushed that thing in. Now we can't pull it out again. So we put everything back together and just hope that it fixes itself. Is that a fair assessment?
I'm just going to flick the switch and see what happens.
That alternator belt's a bit loose, isn't it? Doesn't want to know, does it?
No, it's that plunger. The plunger in the middle of the fuel distributor is it's all just
stuck solid.
It's just gummed up, stuck in there, solid. Like Ben said, we hammered it up in there, but it won't. It needs to move freely. It's supposed to be really, really quite easy to move. That needs adjusting, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, touch.
Not that that's going to help us right now.
Right.
Let me just crack this off and get one of these off. See if we're getting anything.
Yeah, there's
Well,
a lot more pressure than there was.
What about this one? We never did that with that, did we?
Why not done? Mr. Audi. It wasn't, fuel pump wasn't working properly.
Was it not?
No.
I'll give it another go then. Go on, go back down. Free off. And so what's crazy as well is that the thing that would ended this would have been the cam belt going.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's a finicky Bosch Jetronic system with a stuck plunger.
Because the only other thing we can do is split it.
It's one of those things, like I said, we've got nothing to lose at the minute. We can split it, get it unstuck, and put it back together and hope that the gasket, I don't know. I mean, you're going to take it apart and the gasket's just going to disintegrate.
Well, this is it. I mean, it's a long drive home. I don't want to, and if there's fuel pissing out of everywhere when I'm trying to drive it back, it's less than ideal, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd need a rebuild. I think if you take it apart, it's going to need a rebuild kit. But I think if you don't rebuild it, you're not going to get it to run. That's the problem.
Just try and get it to fire with a little bit of easy start again. Just so we can make sure we're not missing anything daft.
Yeah.
We've knocked a spark plug off or something, I don't know. Whoa! Sounded really nice though, didn't it?
Yeah, sounds alright, apart from when it tries to kill you.
Yeah, but yeah, it doesn't want to carry on running, got its own juices. Right, pull that thing off again. Let's split it.
Yeah.
We've got nowhere though. We need to pull it. We need that plunger has to move freely, doesn't it?
Yep.
If it's not moving freely,
You ain't going in. You're never going anywhere.
no.
So. Is the pump off? Yeah.
Right, we are slightly losing our minds. It's fine. This is an injector, and we're now going to just check that it's something injector. Okay, fire up. Right, so we've got fuel pissing out of this one. That's fine. And then it's just not enough power. I don't think there's enough fuel behind that to do it. Okay.
But if there's, the thing is, right, is that if there's any amount of fuel coming out of the injectors, it should at least cough, right?
Yeah, but I don't think the injectors, but I just think there's not enough PSI there. That should be a lot higher. That was just a dribble. It was a squirt.
But it'd still cough though, no?
Well,
there's fuel in the cylinders, there's spark in the cylinders,
yeah,
there's compression.
That you need so much pressure to fire an injector because it's fine mist spray, isn't it? And
It was
won't do
coming out,
otherwise.
no?
Only out of there.
Oh, right, sorry. I thought it was
Yeah,
coming out at
not
the end of
coming
the
out of there.
injector. Oh, I'm with
Yeah.
you, sorry.
I wish. I think it's going to need more pressure than that. It should be going psht,
Yeah, it's
Out
five,
there.
so it's like 5 bar this system should take.
be a bar each. It should be flying out. It should be going psht,
Yeah.
down there.
I think it all goes back, all roads lead back to this plunger, mate.
All plungers need to be plunged. Let's pull it off. Hurrah! Again.
Doesn't want to spin or anything, does it?
Doesn't it? It's absolutely locked solid, that.
Yeah, fucking.
Hitting it with hammer was probably not the best thing we could have done. Don't know whose idea that was either. Bloody hell. It's like trying to crack an egg or something. Or like,
Well, it would be much better, I think, if I had have removed all of the bolts.
oh, ah,
There's some on top.
we'll take those bolts out and then try again.
If at first you don't succeed, take the bolts out and try again.
How long have we been here now?
Too long.
Since 10 o'clock, it's now like 7, so is that 24 hours? It's
Feels
incredible.
like it.
At least we've heard it run. I mean, that's really good, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
But I hate the system. I don't know if you remember as well, it was the same with the 190E that I did years ago. That was just, this was the problem. Managed to get it working in the end with a new fuel pump, but this was always a problem. And the fuel pump in this is so annoying. I mean, that's going to be a day's work, putting all that back together properly, getting all that done.
There is a firm that makes a kind of kit that can bypass all this stuff.
Nice.
I think it has like a modern ECU and stuff on it.
It's sort of coming out the side. It's kind of splitting, isn't it?
Don't know. I don't want to beat your car up too much.
Bloody hell, that's a nice sound of that. Yeah, it's coming.
Is it? Where's
Well,
that little
see that
screwdriver?
There you
There
go.
you go. It's like an Easter egg. Hang on. Let's eye it up. Remember how it goes on. That kind of goes off.
Nice, yeah, good shot.
That's it. Right. Bank that. Goes that way.
It's never running the scale
Never
again,
going
is
back together again. That.
it? Right, okay.
Hang on. Let me take a photo.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Right then. So,
You got to undo this again.
well, no. Why would? Oh, does that go all the way through? Do you think? Try anything once.
Anything.
Not anything. No. I don't think that bit was particularly important anyway. Particularly integral to it running, which is good because I don't know where it is now. Oh yeah. It's a boy.
that?
What was that?
Don't know. Something important.
See those things that fell out? Okay.
Hang on. Oh, there were just the things that go on the end of that. Isn't it?
So
right, keep that dead upright like that.
Yeah. Where's your little cup?
Here's one there.
Little cup.
1, 2, 3.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing just the one. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
mate, that weren't too bad.
I can see it there. That's what that looks like. I don't know. Is that a good one? Maybe. Can you do anything to that plunger?
Don't know.
Sure, I've got a brilliant idea.
Go on.
Hit it with a hammer.
It's going to be that middle bit, isn't it? Because that can't go down.
That looks really delicate and not something that I should do that with. However, if you would like to just give it some light taps. Oh, I'll try and get it on the side there.
On the side.
Yeah.
Anything?
Oh, I think it did move a touch. Sorry, hang on with there. Again. Yeah, I think that has moved, doesn't it?
Don't know.
Yeah, I think it has. Send it. I think it has, you know. Look, where's those pliers? I want something a little bit more substantial to hit it with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got a lump hammer.
Yeah.
I've got a lump hammer and a...
Yeah. Well, have we got like a metal screwdriver instead of a plastic one?
I've got a punch.
Punch would be the dream, wouldn't it? Why is that so seized though?
I don't know. I do not know.
Why is this all so complicated?
Why can't it just have a carb or a modern fuel system?
Yeah.
Why
couldn't it have had a cam chain?
No. No.
So if we put this in a socket, then it's got room smooth, and I don't have to hold it then, but I will hold it.
Precision engineered.
Oh, look at that lump
bit of kit, and we're attacking it like this.
Oh yeah. See, that's fine. I mean, look, this is why we're doing this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're good at it.
Should we give it a bit of?
If you hate, do what you want. How far does it go though?
I don't know. I just hope it doesn't come out.
Yeah. I mean, that sounded... Oh, look at that. It's just amazing, isn't it? Look at that. It's got a little chub on.
So do you want to work it back and forth?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be seized like that.
It should not be seized like that. Where's your softer hammer? Have you put that away?
No. There.
So, don't know why I'm... That felt like it went in a lot easier.
Yeah, let's give it a little softer tap.
That certainly went in a lot easier, didn't it?
Yeah. But I think it's supposed to be like free, basically.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to, the thing is, I think it's supposed to, surely, it's supposed to spring back.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. It's real chode. Yeah, that feels great now. Look at that. That is free.
Is that it? Is it free? Free as a bird?
Free as a bird. What the hell is that? Look at that. Whoa.
There you go.
Precision engineering my ass.
You can't beat two English blokes and a hammer.
Right, that's fabulous.
But
okay.
we've now got to put it back together.
Right, well, I'll tell you what. I'll do you a deal.
Go on.
If you put that back together, I'll get the pints in, but also I'll put all the rest of the car back together because it's still up on blocks and everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's about to run and drive out of here.
Did you see where those other two O-rings went? 1, 2, 3, 4. All that other one. Oh no, hang on. Are they all in? How many are there? 1,
Let me
2,
get the torch,
3,
but they did go down there.
4, 5. There should be 5.
See you in a bit. Bad news is these microphones are going to die soon as well.
Yeah. You've got the microphone on now, I'll have to just talk louder.
Good news is what we could do is pour some of this over ourselves and set ourselves on fire. That would be...
Right, so that goes there like that, and then that went, the back goes in towards that V there. So this whole thing needs to go like, yeah, like that. So that, hang on, if I just push that down so they don't come out, that goes, yeah, right, okay. So let's not lose that orientation. Keep them exactly like that, so we just lift it up.
Can we put that gasket on there? So that's one less thing to move around. Maybe not.
Who designed this fuel system?
Yeah, it's totally nuts, isn't it? It's barbaric. I don't know why they would do this to people. There's no need for it either.
No.
Have you ever seen one of those carburetors? It's work. So the problem is we've got to get all these O-rings to stay on this while we insert that in there. It's like insane.
And it's all dirty now.
What about a little piece of tiny tie wrap or a piece of string? Very thin one maybe. I might have one. Oh, what about this bit of grass? This is going to work, this mate, and this is natural.
Watch your eyes.
Feels nice on my hands, that. Right, I'll tell you where I'm going with this, mate, is we're going to tie these on in the middle and then we're going to slot them in.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. This is... I don't know all the fuss, to be honest. I think this is an incredibly well engineered and easy system to work on. Have you got another 2 of those, though?
Which one's right?
I don't know, but this is real. Oh no!
Do you want a zip tie?
Well, this is kind of more fun.
Zip
It's like
tie, cable tying, you know.
it's like a vegetarian way of doing engine work. Oh bollocks! Yeah, okay. Is this how they do it in
Honestly, this is the most mental
labs
thing.
in Germany?
Oh, what's that?
See that?
An attack.
Right, are you on all your side?
Yeah.
Right, I'm on all my side. They are on.
That's one of the smartest things I've ever seen anyone do.
But coming down here to try and make this car run and drive 250 miles per hour is nuts. How are we going to undo this? I think of that.
That's a problem for future us.
Yeah.
In about 2 minutes.
Oh, it's handy that there's tables there.
That goes.
Why are you doing it that way? Do it. He doesn't need to go.
No, because I needed to work out again what way.
Oh, right, I get you.
Actually, I might be able to just do it this way.
Yeah, if you want, but I've got the spring in my hand, so probably not.
Oh, yeah. Alright, hang on then. So that goes like that. So you need to fold that over then.
Like mirror image.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
What?
Oh no, that's one of the ones that we've...
Oh, is that the ones we lost? Oh.
Not sure if it's still a mirror image. That was why it was hard to get out as well, because of the O-rings, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's why it's hard to get back in as well, look at it.
Right.
So it's a cable tie.
So how do we get the cable tie out now? We are future us.
Yeah. That didn't take long.
No.
That came round a lot quicker than I thought it was going
Didn't say those biters in the arse, did it? Well, let's just hold that together so nothing falls out, and then just, is that in the right place? I'll go and have a look at the machinery, see if we've got anything.
No, it's not.
We've only got weeks, so we can potentially just pull them. Separate them using force. Like so.
Gentle, gentle.
They are all in place.
Right, hang on, I need to get that gasket lined up there.
I can see the holes.
Oh mate, hang on, just flip it over just to make dead sure that that's the right, so that, yeah. If you can squeeze that down now.
Do you want to go and get a couple of those bolts maybe? Because I need them to sort of locate the gasket. Locate your gasket. I want to be able to drive this home. I don't want to leave it here. For all this work.
We put the spring in, didn't we?
Yeah. Why is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just we'll worry about that.
Are these in there?
Yes. Yeah. Like that.
Just to sort of try and get the...
Yeah, get a bit of purchase on it.
Stop it falling to pieces. Nino's just putting the finishing touches on the little spider's web of pipes. Getting all those back on, new copper washers, that sort of stuff. I've dropped the car onto the ground, wheels back on. Yeah, we're ready to go, aren't we really? Let's just fire it up and go. Easy. Aside from the fact that the brakes don't work, the clutch doesn't work. Oh, and we haven't actually heard it run properly yet off its own juices. But apart from all that, amazing. I'm wondering, no, it's definitely an injector thing, isn't it? Okay. Flick the switch. There's an unfortunate amount of it coming out of the side of the thing, but just hang on there. Oh, I can feel it doing something. Go on, put it on again.
Turn the key.
It's not, I'm not getting an injection pulse out of that thing. But it is working now, look at this, look. It is working now. It's not enough pressure and a couple of little bubbles coming out the side of there. Unless we give injectors respond. Whoa! Yeah! Twist.
Mate, that's it, just hit all the injectors and we're golden.
It's like we've done this before, isn't it? Right, okay. That was really good news because potentially the car might actually run now.
There was 12 one of the worst fuel injection systems going.
Yeah. And then this, a close second. Bloody hell.
Like this. Any car that had this injection system on it, it's all the same.
Yeah, the old. What do they? It's got so many different names: K-tronic, Bosch-tronics, Jet-tronics.
K-tronic, KE, Jet-tronic,
yeah.
K-Jet. Yeah.
If you know, when you're watching this, if you know what all the different ones are called and what it means and all that sort of stuff, go outside. Go for a walk.
Motronic.
Motronic?
Yeah, it's in the Bentley. That was good news though.
That was really good news. Might get it to run on one cylinder. Ow! It's weird how it was just pouring fuel in there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh well. Start it then. Okay.
Pump sounds a bit wary.
Okay. Is that hydrolocked on fuel then?
Yeah.
Is it just fire? It's just firing fuel in, isn't it? Is that seized up in the up position? Try it again.
I'll turn the fuel off.
Can try, yeah. Go on. Might have to do the spark plugs. Shall I give it another try? It does move a little bit. I'll fire it out the exhaust hopefully. Come on. No, it really doesn't want to, does it? Bloody hell. And again. Okay. Right, turn it over and I'll keep doing this. And again. And again. Okay. That is wanting to go like I've never heard a car want to go before. Just want to try and get another one out. That's Shrewsbury.
Hello, bud. You've got no fear
He doesn't, has he?
whatsoever.
Very tame. Almost pick him up. Just gonna go and eat some cables. Yeah, that's perfect, that one. That is doing an injection. And again. Yeah. And again. Yeah. And it's not gonna win any awards. But it's certainly injecting fuel. Oh, nice. She'll start then now, go on.
Again?
Yeah. Oh. She hydraulicked again.
Now what worried me is that those other two injectors we pulled out
We're firing constantly.
were firing constantly without pushing on that flap. What you're supposed to do is they're not supposed to be doing anything until you push on the flap.
Which
Pushing on the
number one
flap releases the fuel.
Yeah, number one did that.
Yeah, number one's working correctly,
Yeah.
which is why I said push on the flap. Those other two are just constantly going, which means
It should start.
means it's not working correctly by any stretch of the imagination.
But it'd be nice if it
Fired.
because a bit of heat, bit of vibration, that sort of stuff, or
Yeah.
hopefully.
Loosen it up.
But I'll pull
Spark plugs out.
this one out now.
The other ones are the ones that are firing constantly, right?
I just made that connection in my head. Why did I say the one that was working out?
I don't know.
You know, let us know in the comments.
Just leave it.
Just leave it.
Leave it there. Don't even pick it up. Don't even take it with you when you go home. Just leave it.
Oh God. Everything doesn't have to be completely solid all the time.
This is a little bit the other way around compared to how some of these go. A lot of the time you can have really dead, crusty body.
Yeah.
And mechanically everything kind of just comes back to life. And
Yeah.
This is the other way around. This is a lovely body with the mechanicals that are just absolutely done for.
It's bad. Going to turn it over. I wonder if the battery is a bit shit as well. So I put a little boost back on. Again, Audi put it in a better place, more accessible area. Let's hide the battery, the one bit that people are going to get to the most in the car. Let's hide it. Ha 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 ha. Avoided them. Right, okay. Bloody hell. Okay, go on. Alright, put boost back on. We'll try again. Whoa! There's some fuel in that one. And again. Oh my word! First time she ran it, just to take that fuel that's coming out. Let me plug this back in. Oh my god! That's the first time she ran off her own juices.
You need to rebuild this. That's the only way you're going to get this to run anywhere, I reckon.
Why? It's running. What do you mean?
Go again.
It's fucking dead sound. Daily'd worse.
I don't doubt that for a second.
Okay, come on baby, come to life.
That's dying when I turn the fuel pump.
Fuel pump on. Right. So is that you switching the fuel pump on then?
No, that's dying.
Right,
So
okay.
fuel pump's off.
Yeah.
I'll turn it on. Loading it.
Yeah, fuel pump is flooding it. And it's potentially the injectors need.
Yeah, injectors. The key giveaway there is when you pulled out those other injectors, and without pressing the flap on the throttle,
It was just spraying juice.
It was spraying juice. It shouldn't be doing that. It should be holding the fuel back until you press on the throttle plate, and then it squirts.
Let's pull the one out that we knew was definitely doing it and see if it still is, and see if we can stop it doing it by hitting it.
Yeah, solid plan. Like how this, it's just getting sinking into the ground.
So if you switch the fuel pump on now, that should be just normal.
Nothing should be coming out.
Well, that's like a little bit at the start and then not.
Yeah.
Right, on. Right, off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's open.
I think it is. What have I got to hit it with? Let's just keep using this ratchet spanner. Okay, go on. Off. Oh, it doesn't want to come back to life, that one.
I wonder if you point it away and we try turning the engine on, see if that was the one that was flooding the engine.
Sounds incredibly risky, but I'm game.
Run on 4.
Have we got a little plastic bottle we could just put that beer can there? I mean that non-alcoholic, that water can. Okay. Really annoying. Everything's getting a smack now and it's still not working. It's just pouring in, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon there's more. There are other injectors doing the same thing, aren't there?
Yeah, I can't. How can we get that? Is that a problem inside there, or is it a problem at the injector?
I don't know.
Why don't we take another injector out and swap it over and find out?
Yeah.
God, I'm good at this. Bloody hell.
Do this for a living.
Should do. So we know this one works. Should we just test that thing? Yep. Hang on, do it again. Wait there. And yep. Yep. Okay, so what's behind injector number 1?
So you can actually get these injectors quite easily. They still make them because they put them on so many cars.
I mean, that if it is the injector at fault and we can't fix it by hitting it, there'll be people in the comments as well, won't there, going, what you need to do is you need to bath them in an ultrasonic tank for 24 to 72 hours. So I'm in the middle of a field! Shouldn't have shouted so loud. Do you get them though, don't you? Oh God.
You'd have got dirt in that fuel distributor now. Yep.
You obviously have no idea what you're doing. You don't have the right tools or equipment. Yeah, it's just pouring in, look, so it's not the injector. Unless it is. Is the fuel pump still on?
No. There'll be a load of residual pressure in the system. So
Yeah, that's true.
That's still pointing then towards fuel distributor for me.
Whoa. So I don't know what I've done here, if I put the good one in or the bad one in, or I can't remember.
Did you just take it off and put it back on again?
No, I definitely swapped it over with one. So do you want to? So this should be number. This should be the one that doesn't work. What were we doing again? Bloody hell. Right, and again. Yeah. So it's not the injector. I wanted it to be the injector, that would have been a lot easier.
Yeah.
Oh. And again. Okay. It's this K-tronic thing, isn't it? This Jetronic box of tricks is not. It's just fuel just getting in constantly when it should not be getting in constantly. It's just something inside that that's gone back on.
Hang on a minute though.
Got stay at my hands.
Yeah.
Look like I've been tossing off a treacle salesman.
So that should be sitting way higher as well. That should be right near the top.
Yeah, so it just sucks in a little bit.
And then it opens just a couple of mil on idle. But it's right at the bottom.
Maybe that spring isn't springing.
Yeah.
What do you say if I hold it up for
Hold
a bit?
it, yeah. Hold it right near the top.
Well, should probably put these injectors back in. I'd love for it to just
go surprise us.
Yeah, or just idle. Just idle. Like you know, we can say we've done something amazing today. So it's completely wasted everyone's time. Can I just tighten this fan belt then quick?
Yeah.
Because then we'll get some charge back in the battery then. Oh, I just wanted to lie down.
Did you loosen it to begin with?
Yeah, just on the thing at the bottom.
Okay.
Can you bar it over and then pass as a 13? Okay. Yeah. It's good though.
Yeah.
Getting a bit of warmth and stuff into it, but I think it is a Jetronic issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no other way around it.
No.
It needs a new one of those. It's not the injectors, but a new set of injectors would help.
Yeah. They'd take that. I mean, if you were going to do it, you may as well just do that. You wouldn't want to get a whole new thing or rebuild it and then go, oh, my injectors are still leaking a bit. That'd be just the worst. It depends whether you want to come back here and do it or.
Well, another thing is parts. It's going to take a while. It's not going to be fast for parts, but also these guys have paid me to take this car off their property. I've paid them to take this car off their property, not to turn it into a workstation for the next couple of weeks. So it might be a case of getting a train back, getting a Discovery, checking it on a trailer. I mean, I think, you know, we've got it running. It sat there and ran then.
Yeah.
It ran okay, but the thing is, it's not going to stay running.
No, so I was flicking the fuel pump on and off because obviously you leave it on too much and it's flooding the engine. So I just cycle in the fuel pump. You can get just enough fuel to get it to do what it just did. So,
and there's no point as like trying to get warmth in it or trying to like keep it going because it's not the injectors. So
and it's not the engine or anything. Anything over here.
It's that unit there. That unit is sad. And rebuilding that in the middle of a field is no small feat, is it really?
You want somewhere clean.
Yeah.
Where you can take your time on your bench with a torch.
Yeah.
Getting it all done with a manual.
Yeah.
Working it all out properly.
Yeah. Which is annoying. And also, you know, the thing is as well, it hasn't just eaten into day one. This is like day. I mean, we've been here forever, and it's like it's going to get dark soon.
Yeah. I missed my little boy's birthday.
No, you didn't.
Came around, went.
So I think that's probably the idea. Because the thing is, what I was going to say is that there's no brakes, there's no clutch.
No.
You know, even doing all that, I don't know if the master cylinder's knackered or not. When you pump the master cylinder, you get it's power steering fluid. Do you want to show them?
Yeah.
We're not even joking. Look at this. This is a power steering fluid reservoir. Watch what happens when Nino presses the brakes. What? Like some weird German car that's got demons? Another one on the channel. Amazing. Can't wait. I'm going to pick it up another German car like another week or something.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I bet that one's going to be fucked as well. I mean, it's been sat probably longer than this. Great. Can you drop me off at the nearest Premier Inn?
It's the least that I can do.
Goes throughout. Right. Alternator works. It should let me full throttle it when the fuel pump's on, shouldn't it? It should let me bomb, but okay. So you soak in it. That's all, folks.